Friends, we discussed PLSQL introduction video in my chapter 1. So what is PLSQL and what the PLSQL block structure with declare, begin, exception, and section. I mean, it's like different sections we discussed, and how the PLSQL engine works in the background, and the context switch everything, and client to database server back to client server, how the request been handled, and what are the PLSQL components or units like store procedure, triggers, packages, and UI like forms, reports, and example how it deals with it. And other than that, like like what is the benefits like performance, modularity, security, maintainability, and error handling. All these topics we had discussed during our error discussion introduction video. Now we will jump into declare section in specific to the chapter 2. Okay, so let me jump into chapter 2. This is chapter 2 about declaration section alone. Today we are not going to discuss about hands-on. This is purely the theoretical session. So what is declaration section? Basically the PLSQL block where all variables or constants, cursors, and user-defined data types are defined before execution begin block. Okay, so it's like a pure definition area, but this is optional. But when you define a proper programmatical structured way, so this is essential to like defining the variables, constant, and cursors, like, and user defined data types, everything, correct? And how you can define, like how to follow the standard while you are defining the variable data types. So all this we are going to discuss, and purpose of the declaration section I'm going to walk you through as well, like defining variable, temporary, all these things. Then the rest all, like, and the percentage attribute type attribute uses, like in some cases, like instead of giving your data type own like, but the percentage like the anchoring anchoring data type, we can call it like the percentage type and percentage row type. It will take it from your table data type definitions. Okay, so that way like like it's like better maintainability and reusability, it will be there. Okay, let me jump into the document and it will give an idea. So this is the topic we are going to discuss about. So let me jump into overview. So declaration section, like I mentioned, the PLSQL block where all variables, constants, and cursors define user defined data types are defined, correct? So but like the overall the block structure consists of this group of section, correct? Declare, begin, exception, and end. Declaration section is optional, but execution section is mandatory, but exception section is error handling area. And finally the block finishing is end of block is end statement, correct? This is the complete unit of the block structure statement. Okay, then coming back to the declaration section, so like the variables whatever you define to hold the temporary values, is like a scalar data. The data type can be like numbers, numbers, characters, or date fields, like that, the boolean, all those data types, the commonly used data types, like constants, whereas like it is changeable during the course of the program execution, whereas the constants, it will remain unchanged during the program execution flow, correct? And cursors, like when you handle more than one row, okay, or multiple rows, we can call it, like that time you can hold in a temporary memory area, and I can call that row by row from the memory area for our programmatical purpose. Okay, and records and collections, like you can define your own different data structures, like you can define as a records, and collection is like the group of record as an array. So that and all will discuss in later part. So okay, coming back to how to declare the variables in PLSQL. So this is how we can define it. The variable name, you have to give mention it, and what is the data type the variable it's going to handle it. And if you want, you can initialize with colon is equal to, you can initialize the initial value with a semicolon and complete the definition. Okay, rules. So when you define the variable, like what are the rules you must follow? Like the variable must start with a letter, can include letters, numbers and underscores must be declared before use. Okay, so it must be declared. Okay, without declaring it, if you try to access the variable, it cannot understand the compiler, correct? So an assignment, as we mentioned before, like it should be colon is equal to when you assign the variable value. Okay, so as I mentioned before, it's a scalar data type category, correct? Like the only one value at a time you can store it. Like if you want to change the value, that time the previous will be overwritten. Okay, so the common scalar data type is like, this is most commonly used data types we are discussing here: number, varchar2, and you can mention the size. Like when we say varchar2, it stores the character only you are consuming it. When I say consuming it, if you don't like, if you define 10 and if you don't define it all 10, like 4 characters only you are using it, means rest 6 characters will not be used. That is the beauty of varchar2. But whereas character 2 is a fixed length character, even if you don't use it completely, the rest also will be used and memory will be wasted. Okay, that's the difference between varchar2 and char. And date field, it stores the date and time information, and boolean is to give the logical information, like whether it's true or false or null. Okay, okay, this is quick example to understand and demonstrate like how the variables can be defined in the declaration block, declaration section, I would say, sorry. So like v underscore number is the data type, and you are initializing to 100, and v underscore num varchar2 of 30 is the length, and oracle is the literal we are defining. This is the label. Okay, so v underscore today date, since date is the default date we are giving, and boolean true. So this is one good example. And in the execution block, we are trying to print the variable information to confirm it, the variable defined and initialized, and while you're executing, you are getting the output successfully. Okay, now coming back to the anchoring variable. Okay, so this is called a percentage type attribute. This is basically where it will be used, like allows variable to inherit data type. When you say inherit, it will take it from the table definition. Like for example, in the, if you go and check it out in the employees table dot salary, whatever the data type and the length is defined, it will be inherit from the table directly, instead of we manually define it. So in this way, like if you in future, like if there is you are increasing or decreasing, decreasing is not possible in generally, but when you are altering the variable, automatically it will take care from the table definition. So that's what the percentage type attribute will give you an idea. Okay, now coming back to constants. Okay, constants in PLSQL, basically its value cannot be changed throughout the program execution flow. So this is one good example. You have to give additionally constant as the keyword. Okay, the data type the variable, the constant name, and constant is the additional keyword you have to give it, and the data type what you want to handle it, like the number 3.14. That way it cannot change during the program execution flow. Okay, and scope of the variable. When we talk about the scope of the variable declare block direction only within that block. So inner block cannot, so if you define inner and outer block kind of thing, so that time the inner block access outer block variables, whereas outer block cannot access the inner block variable. That and all we will discuss. And naming convention, if you follow the standard as a best practice, it will be easy for readable and maintainable for the other programmers as well, the developers as well. That is like if you are defining v underscore, means it represents variable, and if you start with c underscore, means it's like a constant. That kind of small best practices, if you follow, it's easy, readable and maintainable. That is the main understanding to do all this exercise. What is not allowed, or like when you you cannot issue select insert update statements, or the programmatical flow, dbms output, or these are the things you cannot try to avoid it, like it is not allowed. Okay, and common errors, like when you define it, like so you have to initialize make sure that you are using colon is equal to sometimes in a hurry, like if you can give it like only is equal to missing the colon, it will cause a small mistakes and error, and forgetting the size of the varchar2 and undeclare. So I'm not discussing so many different options, but this is the more common errors like it come across, so I mentioned it here. And finally, the summary out of this discussion is like the declaration section is optional but important, like where it will be useful, everything I already mentioned in the beginning. So like how to declaring the variable constant cursors and records, that is the main purpose of this declaration section. And executable statements are not allowed. Okay, so that we keep it in mind. And anchoring of a variable like percentage type and percentage row type improves maintainability. These are all the things about declaration section. So in my next video we'll discuss about hands-on on declaration section with few use cases, covering all the topic whatever I have discussed now. Okay, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel. If you have any questions, please reach me out. Thank you. Bye.